Hello children, it's Jen, and today I'm going to read you a Dr Seuss book called The Sneetches. Are you ready? Okay, so there are the Sneetches. Now the star-belly Sneetches had bellies with stars. The plain-belly Sneetches had none upon theirs. Those stars weren't so big, they were really so small, you might think that it wouldn't matter at all. Look, you can see the star in his tummy. He doesn't have one. But because they had stars, all the star-belly Sneetches would brag, we're the best kind of Sneetches on the beaches. With their snoots in the air, they would sniff and they would snort. We have nothing to do with the plain belly sort. And whenever they met some, when they were out walking, they'd saunter straight past them without even talking. Rude. When the star-belly children went out to play ball, could a plain belly get in the game? No, not at all. You could only play if your bellies had stars, and the plain-belly children had none upon theirs. How sad. When the star-belly Sneetches had frankfurter roasts, or picnics, or parties, or marshmallow roasts, they never invited the plain-belly Sneetches. They left them out cold in the dark of the beaches. They kept them away, never let them come near, and that's how they treated them year after year. Then, one day it seems, while the plain-belly Sneetches were moping and doping alone on the beaches, just sitting there wishing their bellies had stars, a stranger zipped up in the strangest of cars. "My friends," he announced in a voice clear and keen, "my name is Sylvester McMonkey McBean, and I've heard of your troubles, I've heard you're unhappy, but I can fix that. I'm the fix-up chappie. I've come here to help you. I have what you need, and my prices are low, and I work at great speed, and my work is 100% guaranteed." Then quickly Sylvester McMonkey McBean put together a very peculiar machine. And he said, "You want stars like the star-belly Sneetches, my friends? You can have them for $3 eaches. Just pay me your money and hop right aboard." And they clambered inside and the big machine roared. And it clonked, and it bonked, and it jerked, and it blurked, and it bopped them about, but the thing really worked. When the plain-belly Sneetches popped out, they had stars. They actually did. They had stars upon theirs. Look, there they're going in with no stars. Clonkety clonk, clonk, clonk. There they go. And out they come with stars. How cool was that? Then they yelled at the ones who had stars at the start. "We're exactly like you. Now you can't tell us apart. We're all just the same, you smarty pants. And now we can go to your frankfurter parties." "Ha! Good grief," groaned the ones who had stars at the first. "We're still the best Sneetches, and they are the worst. But now how in the world will we know," they all frowned, "if which is what kind, or the other way round?" They're upset. Then up came McBean with a very sly wink, and he said, things are not as bad as you think. So now you don't know who's who, and that's perfectly true. But come with me, friends. Do you know what I'll do? I will make you again the best Sneetches on the beaches, and all it will cost you is $10 each. Look, they're all happy now. Yeah, let's listen to Monkey McBean. Belly stars are no longer in style, said McBean. What you need is a trip through my star-off machine. This wondrous contraption will take off your stars so you won't look like Sneetches who have them on theirs. And that handy machine worked precisely, removed all the stars from their tummies quite nicely. No more stars. Then with the snoots in their air, they paraded about and they opened their beaks and they let out a shout. We know who's who, now there is no doubt. The best kind of Sneetches are the Sneetches without. Then, of course, those with stars got all frightfully mad. To be wearing a star now was totally bad. Then, of course, old Sylvester McBean invited them to the star-off machine. Then, of course, from then on, as you can probably guess, things got into a horrible mess. All the rest of the day on those wild, screaming beaches, the fix-up chappie kept fixing the Sneetches. Off again, on again, in again, out again. Through the machines they raced round and round, changing their stars every minute or two. They kept paying money. They kept running through, till neither the plane nor the star bellies knew which one was that one, or that one was this one, or which one was which one, or which one was who. So, when every last cent of their money was spent, the fix-it-up chappie packed up and he went. Look at all that money. Oh my gosh. And he laughed as he drove in his car up the beach. They'll never learn. No, you can't teach a Sneetch. But McBean was quite wrong. I'm quite happy to say that the Sneetches got really quite smart on that day. The day they decided that Sneetches are Sneetches and no kind of Sneetch is the best on the beaches. That day all the Sneetches forgot about stars and whether they had one or not upon theirs. Yay! The end. I hope you enjoyed story time with me tonight, children. See you next time.